Um, moving forward, every year I give my uh award predictions. Now, of course, these are my predictions, just like those were my storylines that I'm excited to see. So these predictions could be wrong, but and I'll start with the coach of the year. What I saw out of Phoenix in that bubble and the acquiring Chris Paul, and I think Phoenix has enough to at least make the playoffs. I think that Monty Williams should be the coach of the year. I was one that was saying that he should be the bubble coach of the year, and I think that if Phoenix looks as good this season that they did in the bubble, I don't know how you can't give the coach of the year to Monty Williams. I understand you have Frank Vogel and the Lakers. I understand you'll have the Clippers and Ty Lue, but I think using or seeing what you have as far as a team, I don't know how you can't give it to. Or let me say this: I'll give it to Monty Williams. So, defensive player of the year. I think Anthony Davis had as much an argument as anyone to win the defensive player last year. And now I understand it went to Giannis, and rightfully so. Giannis was incredible. I think he, 50% of the time he was guarding a defender or he was guarding an offensive player, they didn't score, which is incredible. But I think that Anthony Davis is going to have that defensive chip on his shoulder. Not to mention he's still one of the better or best rim protectors in the league. So I think after giving it or after coming second last year to Giannis, I think this year Anthony Davis will win the defensive player of the year, especially seeing as though he already got the championship out the way. I think now he's really going to focus on trying to not only going back to back, but I do think that winning that championship or winning that defensive player of the year will be important to him. So, comeback player of the year, that to me, from what I've seen in the play or preseason, I don't see how you can't give that to John Wall. If John Wall looks in the regular season how he's looked in the preseason, I understand, KD might be able to have something to say about that, but the amount of time John Wall has not played since or has not played a regular season game since December 2018. And if he comes back looking how he's looked in his offseason or how he's looked in the preseason, I don't see how you don't give that to John Wall. So because of that, I think he's going to come back player of the year. Sixth man of the year, I have Dennis Schroeder. I don't know. This really depends on how the Lakers use him. If they use him as a point guard, if they use him as a starting point guard, then of course he can't be the sixth man. But I think Dennis Schroeder will fare better as the point guard coming off the bench for the Lakers, and because of that, I think he had a really good chance of winning last year, and now you put him on the team with not only the reigning defensive player of the year, reigning sixth man of the year, but with LeBron James, and I think that LeBron James just brings the best out of everyone. So because of that, I have Dennis Schroeder winning sixth man of the year. Rookie of the year, I have LaMelo Ball. I think that LaMelo Ball probably is the best rookie that is in this class. I know you have Anthony Edwards who went number one. I think he'll have something to say. James Wiseman, I think he'll be really important for Golden State. But I do believe that the best rookie and the rookie that probably has the most eyes on him is LaMelo Ball, and I think his passing ability and his ability, he's not a good shooter, don't get me wrong, but his ability to get the best out of his teammates, I think he has the best shot of winning I think, what it is? I think his presence is a lot more needed than any other rookie, except for maybe James Wiseman. I think Anthony Edwards, while he's important, you still have Karl Anthony Towns, you still have D'Angelo Russell. I do think, like I said, James Wiseman is very important for Golden State, but the focus is still going to be on Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Obi Toppin. I don't think they're going to win enough games for him to even be considered. So after that, I think LaMelo Ball is the most important rookie for his team, and I think that his team's success outside of Gordon Hayward is solely based on how he plays. And because of that, that's why I have LaMelo Ball winning Rookie of the Year. Comeback player, most improved player, I am kind of looking at. See, this was tough. I kind of want to say, maybe Karis LeVert, maybe Spencer Dinwiddie, but they weren't that bad last year. So I really don't know. I guess I'll go with Spencer Dinwiddie because I don't really have. I don't know. So an MVP. Now I know a lot of people are saying that Luka is gonna win the MVP. I can see why you feel that way, but to me the MVP is based on narratives more than stats. I understand that James Harden got an MVP for the crazy year he had. Even though maybe LeBron James was the better player. Russell Westbrook, that year he had a triple-double, he won the MVP. Even though James Harden had similar numbers, even though it wasn't triple-double, and his team got further and had a better record. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we can go back the year Derrick Rose won the MVP. You can make an argument that LeBron James or Dwight Howard should have won that year. One of those years LeBron James won, you can make an argument saying D Wade should have won. So I think that the MVP is more narrative based than anything. And because of that, I think that I look at, they gave the MVP to Russell Westbrook after after having that explosive year after KD left. So I don't understand. Let me say this. I think that Steph Curry, this is the best chance, even though he has won two, this is the best chance he can win if the team, he just goes crazy and the team is in at least the top 4 or 5 in playoff contention. Because while you have good pieces, you don't really have too many offensive pieces, except for maybe Kelly Oubre, but he's more inconsistent when it comes to offense. So really, it's Steph Curry or bust when it comes to offense on Golden State. And I think because of that, and I think he's good enough to at least get Golden State to a top 5 seed in the West. That's why I think Steph Curry is going to win the MVP. Now, it could be wrong. It could be Luka. It could be LeBron. It could be anybody. And I think I also could see them looking at stuff like, well, we only gave you 2 back-to-back. I don't think you deserve another one. But I think if you're able to get the Golden State Warriors to a top 4 or 5 seed and Steph averages maybe 25 to 30 a game, yes, I believe he deserves the MVP.